Another round would be great, barmaid. What do you think, Socrates?
What did he say?
He said the true wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we know about life, ourselves, and the world around us. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. Oh no, my mistake. He actually just wants another shot of whiskey, and he thinks you're really pretty and wants to know if you're single.
Man, I've had a hard day. Pour me something strong.
I know a thing or two about a hard day.
You don't know half of it, partner. I've been treating this little brat named Alex all day long, and his father's paying me a fortune. But all the money in the world can't buy that kind of brain.
Boy, howdy, that doesn't even hold a candle what I have to do every day. I own this schoolhouse over there by yonder, and I gotta teach 30 little Alexes their math and science. You should try that on for size, pal. This bar here is the only place I can come to get away from those scoundrels.
That's a full load to swallow.
What did you say?
Tell me what he said.
Your mother said last night.
You don't know something.
Howdy, boys.
Good day, honey. My name is Aristotle, but my friends call me Ari. I'm the greatest philosopher in these parts. Can I buy you something to drink?
A philosopher, you say? I just love a smart guy. Intelligence is so sexy.
Don't listen to that, varmint. If intelligence were dynamite, he wouldn't have enough to blow his own nose. I'm clearly the more intelligent one here, beautiful. What can I get you to drink?
Oh, boys, please don't fight over little old me. One of you has to be the smartest, and he can buy my drink.
Shut up, you old fool. You're going to scare her off. Looks like we got ourselves a competition here. Between me and you, Plato. This tent ain't big enough for the both of us. This will be as easy as licking butter off a knife.
You, the better man? What makes you say so, Ari?
Where do I begin? First of all, I've written books on almost everything. Ethics, politics, physics, mathematics, logic. Through the knowledge I've gained in my studies and my precise explanations, I can be confident of most things. That's why I'm better than you, Plato.
What exactly does that mean?
I wouldn't expect your little head to understand. When I was writing all my books, I would observe as many examples as I could of the topics I was studying. Through this, I could calculate the exact principles of my work with unmatched accuracy. I call this inductive reasoning.
You sound very convinced that your work is completely accurate. How do you verify or disprove your initial assumptions?
Like I said before, I was able to conclude the underlying principles through inductive reasoning. Then I would use these tricks of trade, which I like to call Ari's handy-dandy classification of knowledge. That there is copyrighted, by the way. Anywho, by using these methods, I can be sure of what I have written.
Sounds interesting. Can you give me an example of this handy classification?
You mean Ari's handy-dandy classification of knowledge, copyrighted?
Yes, that. The handy-dandy classification.
Ari's handy-dandy. Say it right.
An example of this method. Can you give me an example of this method, douchebag?
Wait, what was that last part? Never mind. Okay, well, for instance, certain topics allow you to be sure of certain things. You follow me, Slowpoke? Like mathematics, for example. 2 plus 2 is always going to equal 4, isn't it?
Can you apply this to all forms of knowledge?
Not exactly. Every matter needs to be judged according to all relative circumstances and the situation at hand. This is what I call equity.
Why is this necessary if you're so certain about the topic matter?
Because not everything in life is a precise science like physics or mathematics, so you can't always get a precise answer. Things like politics and human behavior are decided by imprecise explanations and probability. So the answer to these questions are going to be imprecise. You see where I'm going with this, fella?
So if you admit that your calculations are sometimes inaccurate, doesn't that make your method inaccurate in relation?
No, that's not right. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, you clearly misunderstood my theory. Let me repeat it again for you, but with more detail this time.
I must have been wrong about you boys. You're both really smart, but I need a man who's smart and exciting, not somebody to sit around in a bar all day and argue. I'm out of here.
No way! This isn't going anywhere. One of us has got to have you. And there's one way to settle this, like men. We have to have an old-fashioned standoff. What do you say, Plato?
Now when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my pocket, keeps a lot of folks alive. Now I'm a man of 21, you know baby, we can have a lot of fun. I'm a man.
This was unexpected.
I guess we don't have to fight over anymore.
Oh, what was there to fight over? Why are we even fighting over anyways?
I think I see where you're going with this. We were never really fighting over her, more like the concept of her. She was really more like the argument. And she really isn't that pretty up close after all.
Agreed.
Finally, something we can agree on. We've learned a valuable lesson here, Plato. Let's go settle the rest of us differences in a proper form.
You can go to the bar, don't you?
Where else can a man speak his mind with a beer? I'll get the first round.